Samning guys, your favourite northern monkey Jimmy Clown Shoes here. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the lore of Battlefield 2042. The events that build up to what we get to play with in the game. Yesterday DICE dropped all this onto their website, so I thought we'd take a quick look through. Welcome to 2042. As the world stands on the brink of war, a new kind of stateless soldier emerges from the greatest crisis in human history. How did we get here? 2031, 10 years is all it took to bring the world to the brink. Rising sea levels, collapsing economies, broken alliances, and the headlines keep rolling in. 2033, Hurricane Zeta, the world's first Category 6 storm. 2034, global food, fuel shortages spark second Great Depression. 2035, the EU officially disbands following Germany's collapse. Left behind, the displaced band together into ragtag fleets in search of safe harbour. They are families, doctors, farmers, engineers and soldiers, the once privileged and the impoverished, with backgrounds that are worlds apart, forced together, determined to survive. The medium calls them non-patrioted. They call themselves the non-pats. Interesting thing, that, interesting. 2037, the new normal. Humanity adapts to the new normal. Revolutions in hydro energy, desert irrigation, hydraulic leaves and sea walls save coastal cities, reclaim farmland and rebuild supply chains. Hope of finding stability leads to some nations reopening their borders. However, with no way to repatriate 1.2 billion people, no pats become a permanent fixture in all economic, military and social policy making. Many no pats are still distrustful of the governments that exiled them and refuse calls to reassimilate. No pat leaders emerge, inspiring new identity. Unbound to form a nationality, drawing a line in the sand between the old world and the new normal. Hashtag We Are No Pats becomes a rallying cry. Amidst the world rebuilding, sparks of friction erupt between the US and Russia. As the last of the two superpowers both vie for control of a fast-changing world. 2040, a sudden space debris storm creates the Kessler effect, causing 70% of all orbiting satellites to malfunction and crash to the Earth. Cause unknown. The subsequent blackout causes a mass devastation, planes crash, communication grids collapse, already jammed global supply chains come to a standstill. Prices of oil, grain and coal skyrocket exponentially. Unsubstantiated claims report over 100,000 lives are lost. A world on the brink goes over the edge. No internet, no navigation, no surveillance, no storm forecasts. Geopolitical distrust surges overnight. No one can spy on each other, so no one can trust each other. Both Russia and the US claim the other is responsible for the blackout, while some suspect that no pats were behind it and accuse them of trying to sow anarchy. Former military and combat trained specialists amongst the no pats rise up into armed task forces to defend themselves as tensions rise. A food and fuel shortage ignites the shadow war between the US and Russia. To maintain plausible deniability, both sides field no-pat task forces as proxies in escalating conflicts over resources, promising the refugees a piece of what's left. The 2042 open war is imminent. No-pats have no choice but to choose sides, fighting for a flag and for their future. This is their war. Well then, all very believable stuff. I can see that happening, I'm not going to lie. So it's nice to see that they've taken a look at what's happening geopolitically at the moment and kind of expanded on that. Pushed us to a very believable situation. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this one. I'll catch you in the next. Clown Shoes out.